before you want to share, and Becky has a great point. Stop and think. All your data and pairs should reflect and represent what you have done and what you want to share. Is the data clean? Because what you feed in pairs is what comes out on the impact dashboard. I have a meme generated. I don't know if it is funny or not, but it's a quote by Dr. Dyer, a motivational speaker. The quote means differently. It's more about your personal growth. But when you squeeze an orange juice comes out because that's what's inside. When you're squeezed, what comes out is what is inside. The same thing with impact dashboard. What you feed it into impact dashboard, in pairs that shows up in impact dashboard. And that's why I sometimes kept emailing you guys about putting things in a certain way so that when I show our story to our stakeholder, no matter who, they will know exactly what we did. Okay, any question? All right. How do I, sorry, go ahead.
Nope, there's no questions in the chat.
Thanks, Sandy.
Yep.
Okay, how do I share the impact dashboard? I'm going back to the website. Oh. Okay, here. I'm back in Snapshot highlights, and you can see there's a share button here. You have to give it a name. Yes, Candy?
Oh, nothing. You're good.
Okay. You have to give it a name so that you can remember this dashboard is for who or why do you want to create this dashboard. So for me, it's for webinar purposes. If it is for your board member or anyone, you can type in differently. You can type in your name of local extension unit. And then you say FY 2020. It's really up to you. So for me, it's a webinar. And it's okay. By default, when you share this dashboard, it will share as a real time. Real time means that as you add more data into it, your dashboard will change. But if you are sharing as a snapshot, you will save the data as you see it now. So think of it as it's like you report your numbers to your board members at the end of the fiscal year. The numbers are static. When you show your stakeholders a snapshot of dashboard, the numbers will not change. So when do you use snapshot instead of just leaving it blank? I think going back to my here, you want to choose a snapshot if you want to show your data based on a point in time. It will only display data recorded in pairs the moment you share the dashboard. I suggest that when you want to share a snapshot is when you are sharing a summary of what you have done in a period of time. Basically, if you want to share last fiscal year, 2 fiscal years ago, this fiscal year, what I have done, it's probably a good idea to share as a snapshot. These are suggestions. Now, for real time, that means real time is when you don't check it, that's when it shares at real time. So the numbers will change. I think if you're sharing to keep your collaborators updated, because the numbers will change as you feed into pairs, they can know the progress of the project. for me, I think with real-time dashboard, it's for sharing the progress instead of an endpoint in time. You can definitely share it with people outside of KSRE because they don't have access to CARES, and that's why CARES created this impact dashboard to share with people outside of KSRE. Now, if you're working with your KSRE coworker, it's a bit complicated. You can definitely share the dashboard with them, but CARES can also give you privilege that your coworker can automatically see your data without looking at the impact dashboard. It's out of the scope of this workshop today, so I'm going to have you ask the CARES team before you want to share your dashboard with your coworkers in KSRE. If you want to share with your stakeholders outside of KSRE and they don't have CARES, they cannot sign in CARES, go ahead and share it. Any question?
Doesn't look like it.
Okay. All right, now, what does make publicly accessible mean? Which is what I just told you. People who don't have CARES ought to see your activity, you click it, and then the link will be able to share it with your stakeholder outside KSRE. I'm going to click Share Dashboard now. Okay, it has been shared. It will expire 6 months from now. So it's pretty okay. I click OK. All right. So now I have created a link, but where do I find the link? I couldn't see anywhere. So you go back to the impact dashboard here. You see, I just created webinar purposes, and then this is the link. This is the link. You can put it in your email, any chat, anything at all. Once I click this, it will show up here. It even has a QR code. So it's pretty nice. So you can have this QR code on your annual report, print, or whatever. I'm going to teach you how to do print screen. So here, back to the impact dashboard, it will say that this link is for public. It is not a snapshot, so which means it's real time. These are the filters, and this is the expiration date. You see here. Okay. When should I delete a dashboard? When you have sent the link to anyone, and then you realize, I applied the wrong filters. I'm not supposed to add this in there, but I've sent it. So what should I do? You probably want to delete it so that the person got the link. They won't be able to get whatever you share with them. I think if you delete it and you click this link, I don't know how it will transpire, but that's why you should delete it. Because when you share your dashboard, your data, you really want to make sure you are sharing what you want to share. So that's when you delete it. Otherwise, you can just leave it there. You have a 6-month expiration date, so it's all good. It's the same thing with extension here. It looks exactly the same. So you look at the filters, you probably would know what kind of data you are sharing. Now let's see here. What else do I have on the PowerPoint? Okay. Let's see here. Oh yeah, once you delete the dashboard, it cannot be created again. You have to do it all over again, like select the filter and all that. So, okay, so
Okay,
I know
saying there's a thing that says if you delete it and someone clicks on the link, a pairs message appears that says page not found.
Oh, thank you.
That's from Becky Reed.
Oh, thank you, Becky. Oh, I'm sorry, I lost my train of thought. Okay, I know some of you would like a physical, like a printed report, like a PDF file that you can print out, because I have that request. So unfortunately, dashboard is meant for viewing online. There's a workaround that I can teach you on how to print like a web page. It's not ideal, but I can show you anyway. So every time you want to print a web page or save it as PDF file, you right click it anywhere on the web page, and then you can see there's a print, or you can press Control P on the keyboard. If you want to save the web page as PDF, then you will choose PDF. As you can see, you can still see the maps, but you cannot see all this chart because it is not meant for printing. So it would be really, I would not encourage you to do this because the dashboard is not meant for printing. Let me try something else actually. Yeah, it doesn't show up. Okay, so that's a very bad idea. If you truly want to put it on the Word document or something, you can do something called print screen. If you're using Windows 10, you can go ahead here and type, I think it's called snip and sketch. So you take a new snap, you can take a picture of a map, right? And then you can copy it and put it on your Microsoft Word. It will be a lot of work from your part because you have to go to each and every thing you want to show, print screen, and then you have to copy it, and then go here, and then put it like that. This is a workaround. Yes, Tammy.
There's just another note from Becky. If you delete it and someone, okay, now with a Mac, you can use the command Shift-4 to get crosshairs to capture a part of the image.
Okay, cross-share 4.
Shift-4 to get crosshairs that allow you to capture the image.
Oh, okay, thank you. So that's for Apple user. Thanks for the comment. Okay, so yes, Tandy.
Oh, nothing. You're doing great. She was just sharing that Mac information.
Cool. All right. I have talked a lot about like where the data comes from, how do you share the dashboard. This is a very useful link. If you click it, this is where it has all the information that I just talked about. All of it is here. You can also email me or the tech support team, but if you want to learn more, it's all here that I included in this PowerPoint. Okay, so I know some of you are interested in making the dashboard, putting on your Word. So I included a link on how to print web page, where it has a Windows version, it has a Safari version on how to print a web page. Basically, it's like a screenshot thing. Sorry, this is for printing. I'm sorry. This is for printing. This is not for screenshot. This is for print screen. So how do you screenshot things? You have the Windows 10, you have the Mac, I believe, you have the Windows using print screen shortcut, you have Mac iOS, how to do it. I'm not sure why it is 5 here. You should try 4 instead, and there's that. 3 links useful here. PDF file will definitely be sent out to all of you. It will be recorded. The recorded link will also be sent out to all of you. If you need some help, definitely let me know. And if your extension, you can also send me an email. That's fine. All right, it's close to the end of this webinar. Is there any other question?
Doesn't look like it. Anne says great info.
Thank you. I should talk about this too. What do I do with the dashboard? Some of you are supervisors and agents, so you can definitely track the activities and reach. You can also track your educators' assistants' performance, and definitely you can use it as an annual report thing to submit to your board. For educator and assistants, you can check if you have entered data correctly. You look at the reach number, and then you feel like, that doesn't look right. Then you go back to the entry and check. And that's what I can think of. There are definitely other purposes that you can use. So these are suggestions again. Okay, last but not least, Snapshot staff, please remember to fill out the Qualtrics survey. I look forward of seeing what you have done between April to June, how you respond to COVID-19. So remember to fill out this survey and also report in pairs. Right now it's 2:41. I know I've scheduled this webinar until 3 o'clock. So this is basically the end of my training. This is right now it's a Q&A questions. You can stay if you have specific question. If not, then have a good afternoon.